The story of Abraham and the sacrifice of his son is in Genesis 22 verse 1 to 19. It tells us that God commanded Abraham to take his only son Isaac and offer him as a burnt offering on a mountain in the land of Moriah. Abraham loved his son Isaac deeply, but he did not hesitate to obey God's command. Early the next morning, he set out on the journey with his son Isaac, 2 servants, and the wood for the sacrifice. After 3 days of traveling, they arrived at the mountain where God had instructed them to go. Abraham built an altar and prepared the wood for the sacrifice. He then bound Isaac and laid him on the altar, ready to offer him as a burnt offering. Raising his hand holding a knife and looking at his only son, remembering that this was the son God had promised him, Abraham was about to slay his son, and his hand was stayed, and an angel of the Lord called to him from heaven. The angel told Abraham, "Now I know that you fear God." Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and there behind him was a ram caught in a nearby thicket by its horns. So Abraham used it as a substitute for Isaac. The angel of the Lord spoke a second time and said, "Because you have obeyed my voice, I will bless you and multiply your descendants as the stars of the heaven and as the sand of the seashore." Abraham then named the place, "The Lord will provide." The story of Abraham and the sacrifice of his son is a profound test of faith in the Bible. Abraham's willingness to obey God's command, even when it meant sacrificing his own son Isaac, demonstrated his faithfulness and loyalty to God. The story highlights the importance of trust and faith in God's plan, even in the most challenging of circumstances.